Hey, welcome back to Zombie Tactics. Today I want to do a product review. I'll just show you the products right off the bat. The ANKER power bricks. They sent me 2 of them as representative samples. If you can kind of see from the camera, if I hold it the right way, yeah, there we go. These are not in pristine condition out of the box. That's because I've been sort of using them in their intended use case and pattern, and probably being a little mean to them by, you know, dropping them on the floor and abusing them to make sure that they keep working. And they do. That's part of the reason I'm doing this review, is that the ANKER products really are in this product category of, what would you call it, a USB power pack, a USB power brick, a USB charger pack, whatever you want to call this product category. I honestly think these are the superior brand in this product category. I get a lot of stuff in for review, a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to a video because it's either not very good or there's nothing special about it. I don't want to talk just about the ANKER power packs. I will get back to that in a second, though, because I want to introduce to you a concept called what I'm going to call the Prepper's USB ecosystem. I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but this is kind of a minor revolution that's taken place, and I've noticed it as following: that a few years ago, I had a whole bunch of different wall warts for all the different rechargeable devices that I had, because they all took a different voltage, they all took a different amperage, they all took a different connector on the end. And I had to go around making labels for all of them saying, oh, this one goes to that camera, this one goes to that flashlight, this one goes to that phone, just so that I could keep them straight. Because in some cases, there's the right connector on it, but it's the wrong voltage or the wrong polarity, and you can blow something up. I blew up a Panasonic camera that way. No, it was a Casio camera that way that I blew up, and I'm really mad because that Casio camera isn't made anymore, and it had some features that I really liked. But you're seeing USB ports appear on everything these days. There's a USB port in your car. If there isn't one in your car, you can get an adapter to put one in your car. There's USB ports on every computer made presently, except for the brand new MacBooks, which it's inexplicable to me. But even with that, you can get a dongle and you have a USB port available. If you have any product that has a USB-based charging system, now you have another little teeny power cube for that. And I've got a dozen of those lying around. The fact that I've got a dozen of them lying around might be an issue, but what that means is that it's ubiquitous. It's ubiquitous. It's just a 10-cent word that means this thing's everywhere. So everywhere you go, you're going to run into some means to use USB to charge things. Why is that important to a prepper? Well, because of these power packs that are available. Okay? This means that by just having this on hand or this on hand, if you continue to get electronics that are charged over by USB, you've simplified everything that you have to carry with you. You could put this and maybe a small solar cell and a couple of cables in your pack, and now you've got everything you need to charge your flashlights, to charge your radio, to charge any other electron, to your phone, your GPS, all kinds of other electronics that you might have, just through a single technology. So that's a real big deal. It's the Prepper's USB system, USB ecosystem, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the future and kind of flesh that concept out. But this kind of a product is kind of central to it, or fits right within it. Why are the ANKERs so good? I'll get right to that, because this really is a review of the ANKER power bricks. Well, one thing I'll tell you right off the bat is I get a ton of stuff to review all the time, and I get stuff given to me, and I work in an industry where stuff is given away at trade shows. There's a little USB power pack that was given away at trade shows by Intel and Lenovo working together. These little things work. They're all right. They're not great. They're usually underpowered. They usually have the smallest possible battery in them, meaning that they're like, 2200 milliamps or less, which doesn't give you much. You might be able to charge a phone halfway with this and get a few more hours out of the day with your phone, and that's about it. By the way, if people give you these, keep them. Throw them in a drawer someplace. They're not useless, they're just not great. But if you really want to put something together that's going to work for you, if you want to put something in a getaway bag or a 72-hour bag or a get-home bag, something like this is much more useful. Right off the bat, you can kind of tell most of these things on the inside. What's in here is 18650 batteries. Okay, I believe there are 3 or 4 in here, and there are probably 6 to 8 in here if I size this out correctly. So it's basically just a bunch of 18650 batteries ganged together. Not all of these charger products are made this way. I like the fact that the Ankers are made this way because in a pinch, if I had to, I could break one of these apart and I could have more batteries for, you know, flashlights or whatever. Particularly flashlights take 18650 batteries a lot. A lot of very good flashlights use those. These are, unlike some other charger packs, they are based on lithium-ion technology, which is the best technology that you can use, in my opinion, for chargeable systems. They, more so than other products that I've used, are just functionally simple. You plug it in to charge it here, the cable goes in here. When you're going to charge something with this, the USB cable goes in here, and you plug it into whatever you've got. So if you've got an Apple Lightning cable, it plugs in there. If you've got a micro USB cable, it plugs in there. Usually if you have a micro USB and an Apple cable, you've got about 90% of everything on the market covered. So just with 2 cables and 1 device, you've got everything you need. That's not unique to the Anker though. What is unique to the Anker, again, the functional simplicity, the fact that this is a matte black case. Very simple, not garish colors and all kinds of, you know, aluminum and stuff try to make it all fancy. Just simple, to the point. Simple operation. You want to know whether this thing has a charge in it, you hit this button, and I don't know how well this is going to go up on camera, but you hit the button and the blue lights come on. There we go. It's in the daylight, you can see it. And the indicators will tell you how much it's charged up. You just plug the thing in to charge. You just plug the thing in to charge something, and that's it. They're very rugged. I've got a number of power packs that people have sent me for review, and I've had to write back to manufacturer and say, hey, I really appreciate the fact that you sent me this item for review. I've tested it. It works, kind of. I think this would be good for kind of a everyday citizen commuter, keep one in your car kind of a thing, or keep one in your purse kind of a thing. But for my viewers, they're into a more serious kind of use. They want to use it camping. They want to use it under hard conditions. They want to make sure that the thing can get beat up a little bit and take it. Yours really didn't quite make it, or it had some other flaw. The Ankers are universally great in that respect. Matte black, tough case. Like I said, you can look at this and you can see it's been scuffed up. It's been scratched up. It keeps working. Aside from that basic simple functionality, the simplicity of it, I've noted a couple things in testing these and comparing them to other chargers. These chargers, when you plug them in the wall, or you plug them in the car, or you plug them into a solar charger, they will take less time to charge the pack than comparable items of the same size. As a matter of fact, it takes less time to charge this when I've got it plugged in the wall than it does to plug this much smaller power pack that doesn't carry nearly as much power with it. Like I said, this is only about 2200 milliamps. This is 4 times that much, at least 4 times that much. Less time to charge it, okay? I think this actually charges in about the time that this does. It's really that much of a difference. So whatever their charging circuitry is in here, it's much more efficient compared to all the other packs that I've taken a look at, that I've used. The other part about this is that the other part of the equation is also true. It takes less time to charge the device that you've got plugged into this, your phone, your flashlight, whatever. There's 2 reasons for that. One, right off the bat, just the basic output of the thing. Something about the electronics, they've done a very good job with whatever the control circuitry is to make sure that whatever you've got plugged into it gets the maximum amount of power, the maximum amperage available to charge that device. It seems like it kind of adjusts itself to the appliance that you've got plugged into it, the flashlight, the appliance, whatever. The other thing is, in addition to a standard port, they've got this thing called, what is it, IQ. And IQ is a technology that they've developed with Qualcomm, I think, and that means that devices that are IQ capable will charge even faster. There's some phones, I don't think the iPhone is one of these, but there's some phones that you can completely charge the phone in about 15 minutes off of this. That's really, really fast. So they've done more than just throw some batteries and some basic USB circuitry and electronics into a pack and said, here's a power brick, buy it. Superior product, and that's the reason why I feel really good recommending these. I'm going to put a link in the comments section, as I often do, to where you can get these on Amazon. That'll be probably my Amazon store or Anker's Amazon store, whatever. I don't make that much money off of these things. Most of the time I don't make any money off of these things. So you can check the products out in more detail, but I would say unqualified recommendation for the Anker power packs. They are the best of breed for these USB power packs. I'll have more to say about the USB ecosystem for preppers in later videos, but I did want to get this Anker product out there as they are constantly changing their product lines, and they deserve every bit of success that they're getting with this. Really excited about this product. Even though it's something very simple, as well as all the other stuff that Anker is doing. They seem to be doing a tremendous job with getting products that are really well designed for the kinds of uses that you and I and my viewing audience would make use of these kinds of products for. That's kind of an awkward way to put it, but I think you know what I'm saying. So, Anker Power Packs, really good. Preppers USB ecosystem, think about that. We'll talk about that some more in future videos. That's Zombie Tactics for today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.